This video is sponsored by Utopia Toys and Models, where you can get all your toys, Gundam, anime, Marvel, Mafex, Mezco, McFarlane, Hasbro, Godzillas, everything that you could possibly want under one roof. Check them out at utopiatoysandmodels.com or come and visit them in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Holy freaking crap! This thing is huge and it looks like it's gonna be friggin' awesome. Let's open it up. Let's do it.
What is happening, folks? This is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back to another episode of The Good, The Bad, The Awesome, where I unbox, give you my first reaction to all things pop culture. So if you like to see this stuff, what I see, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, get notified when I have new videos that try to post. So first of all, thank you to one of my sponsors of the channel, Utopia Toys and Models, for this amazing bot at an amazing price. Now, I am getting a reviewer code with them, so eventually I'll be able to post that for y'all, so that way y'all can get a cool Jimmy G discount with Utopia Toys. So thank you, John, Destiny, and crew at Utopia Toys for giving this to me. Not giving it to me, but getting it to me, and I am so friggin' excited about it. So what we have here is the DX Soul of Chogokin Mechagodzilla 1974. Now, I am used to the Soul of Chogokin being just robots, but since this technically is a robot, it does fall within that line. Most of the time, Godzilla through Bandai is through their Monster Arts label, but this one looks cool, straight from the 1974 Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla movie. So if you're a huge Godzilla fan, you're gonna love this. If you're not a huge Godzilla fan, but you're a huge robot fan, I think you're gonna love it as well. I know when I saw the box, I was excited. I didn't know if I really wanted it, and I watched one guy open it up, and the moment it started doing a certain thing, and we'll kind of see if we can get it to do it, I was hooked and I said, I want this, baby. So let's go ahead and see the box. Now, I am pulled way out on my camera here because of course this box is huge. That's what she said, but not the box, but well, yeah, you know what, never mind. But look at the artwork right there. That is freaking phenomenal. Of Mechagodzilla. You can kind of see the lights, the eyes kind of light up. It's from Bandai. Now the cost of this guy, I won't let you know how much I paid for it, but you can pick him up retail probably for around anywhere from $340 to $380. So you got to really be a good Godzilla fan, or got to have some shekels to shell out. Well, it is tax return season, so what better way to spend your tax return than on this guy right here? But there is the front right there. There is the side of the box. Very, very nice artwork again. This is the side on this side. Love how it looks. He's like Domo Arigatoing, Mr. Robotoing. And then we got this one right here, which kind of shows you everything it can do, all the different color eyes. You also get the flight mode, which is really, really cool. You also get a stand and a bunch of stuff too as well. And then we got the artwork back on the other side. Let's take a look at the top of the box. There that is. And the bottom of the box where they have the UPC code and all that good stuff too as well. So that is the box for Mechagodzilla, but let's do this. Let's get it out of the box through the magic of time lapse. So let's do it. Holy freaking moly, that big box, and you get this giant dude here. So really, really, really cool. So first of all, just to show you what's in this, you have his flight tail, his flight head, and the stand that you would use for Godzilla right here, or Mechagodzilla. And so we'll put that to the side right now, and we'll get that out here in just a little bit to go over in much deeper detail. You also get your instructions, and then you get this guy. So what I'm gonna do, I need to move the camera in just a little bit closer so we can take a really good look at him. All right, let's do it. Okay, folks, I was able to situate my camera a little better so that way I can kind of move around this thing. And holy freaking God, is this thing incredible! Oh my gosh, I mean, it is just, I'm telling you what, if you are a fan of Godzilla in any form or fashion, and Mechagodzilla, then this needs to be in your collection. So I had to probably for the last 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes figure out how to put batteries in it, all that kind of stuff. But as I was holding it, I was like, oh gosh, this is heavy, this is huge, this is big. It's just crazy how much die cast is in this thing. Now, $350 at first, I was like, holy cow, that's a lot of money. But for what you get, it's so cool. And so from a height standpoint, what we're looking at, he is about, let's say, let me move it like this so I can't read it upside down, about 10.5 inches tall, as well as from a centimeter, you're looking at 27 centimeters high. And I brought in my scale because I want to show, I want to see how much he weighs because he is hefty. This is my postage scale that I use when I send out stuff. So we're going to put that down here and we're just going to take a look and put him on. And he is 2 pounds and 10 ounces, folks. 2 pounds and 10 ounces. I don't know if you can see it. It is right there, but 2 pounds and 10 ounces, so he is hefty. He's a hefty boy. I like him. He's really, really cool. And there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can do. So here's the thing. You do get this manual here, but if you don't read Japanese, you have to follow the pictures, and sometimes they're not quite as clear on what you need to do. But the manual looks really cool on that. You also get the flight head, and so this is the head you'll put on when he's in flight or anything like that. So very, very nice. You get the flight tail that you can adjust out, and I'll show you how to do that. Then this is the stand. This was all that stuff that was in that other box. And then, of course, Godzilla himself, Mechagodzilla. This is like, people are like, it's not Godzilla, it's Mechagodzilla. And there are so many cool gimmicks that you can do. It does have some articulation to it, too, as well. So we'll get into that a little bit. So first, the head. It doesn't move up or down, but it does move side to side. It can go 360 around. It's on a ratchet, which is really, really cool. You also have the arms, which are on a ratchet as well. And then they do twist. And then this right here works too as well. So you go up and down. And then at the waist, you do have a waist swivel. And then the legs, you do have a little bit of up, a little bit of back. You don't have any side to side. You do have some the twist. You have tilt and stuff like that with the ankle. And so not a lot of articulation, but when you figure 1970s Mechagodzilla doesn't have a lot of articulation himself. But the cool thing is like some of the robotic gimmicks that you get. And so I'm going to bring them in a little bit closer here. Godzilla. And so I'm going to show you with the hands first. So the hands, what you can do, there's a button back here. I don't know if you can, I'm going to kind of show you. There's a button right there. I don't know if my camera will zoom. There we go. Button right there. And when you push it, the hands swivel in to kind of get ready for other slapping modes. And it has it on the other side too as well. So you just got to kind of find it and push it. And then when you want to get it back, you just kind of twist these back the way they need to go. But let's do this. I'm going to go handheld a little bit with this. So that way we can really take a good look at Godzilla. So let's take a look. And let's start up here. The face. I mean, it just looks so good. I mean, just the weathering and the coloring where you got that blue kind of steel and the weathering there. I mean, this is Mecha out of the 70s. You got all the rivets and the bolts, which is so, so cool. I'm going to twist it to the side. You got the MG right there, baby. You got just the red, and then you got all of his fins or scales or whatever you want to call them. And then the fingers, they fing. They look really good. And then, of course, the feet just look awesome. And this thing just, I mean, it just screams old school 70s bot. This would be, now I know Transformers was doing crossover, Godzilla, Megatron. Mechagodzilla should have been the crossover, not regular Godzilla, but Mechagodzilla would have been such a cool crossover to turn into just a regular Transformer. But what I really want to show you all is some of the gimmicks that we can do. So what I'm going to have to do is, let's get the camera back down. I'll move you back a little bit here. Let's see here. Let's kind of do like this. And then I'm going to turn off some lights because we got some fun stuff to do here. So let me turn off some of my studio lights. Oh yeah, let's get some color. Let's get a colorful light. And then maybe we'll turn this one back on. And maybe turn this on just a hair. Not as much as we would normally have it. And this one, maybe we'll just turn this down too. Not as much as we normally would have it. But there we go. I think we have some fun here now. So here's the coolest freaking thing and why you should own this toy. So first off, let me pop them up. This is, you can tell I'm just like ADD all over the place because I am super giddy about this. Let's get his eyes showing there. And we shall turn it on. Now this is where the magic happens. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to show you. His mouth does articulate on that, so you do have an articulating mouth. But here, watch this. Oh, freaking amazing! So you get the music and can be continuing to play. You get, let me go, his roar. You get his laser beam eyes there. Very cool. You also get his flights. This is that defense shield thing he does with his head where it goes all the way around, which is really nice. That is freaking awesome. You can turn that off. You also get his flight sound right there. I think I've clicked all the buttons except for one, which is this middle chest area. Let's turn off the flight. I got all the sounds going now. So the chest. So you can have all sorts of fun. Destroying things now. This, folks, and then you can turn it off if you want to right there. That is why you need to own this toy. It's just so cool. Gosh, do you remember when you were a kid and just watching Godzilla and Mechagodzilla going after it? Some of y'all, of course, were not born. I actually wasn't born till 75, so I had to watch the reruns, but oh my gosh, this just is like nostalgia all over again watching it with my dad. Things, it's just so freaking awesome. Now what I need is a 74 Godzilla. Now 3.0 is coming out with one, and I got it on pre-order so that way I can get that, so that way I can kind of complete the scene and complete the set with this. But that is friggin' phenomenal, freaking amazing. Let's get the lights back up. Boom, boom. Get all of our lighting back to where it needs to be. There we are. And so we got Godzilla back the way he needs, where God intended him to be off. But yeah, that's just too cool. So let me bring some things in to compare, and then we're going to get them into flight mode. So that way you can kind of see that. So I'll be right back. Okay, got plenty of things to compare Mechagodzilla to, and what we got is we've got Masterpiece level Optimus Prime from Magic Square. We have 3-0 Voltron over here on my right, your left. We have Magic Square's Voltron Legend Scale and a core not Voltron, Magic Square's Optimus Prime, and then we have, of course, a core class Legacy Optimus Prime. So you can kind of see where he kind of scales there. I don't know if Voltron should be a little bit bigger. Should be maybe the Blitzway Voltron would scale probably about best with it. I think Optimus Prime is pretty good where he's at, possibly right there, maybe a little bit smaller, but or maybe Voltron's just right. I don't know. I'm not a very good scale person, but this just looks so friggin' cool. So freaking cool. So let's move you out of the way, Voltron. You're still gonna hang out, but you're just gonna be over, you know. Let's move my Optimuses, because we got to get you, Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, in flight mode. And so, very easy to do this. All you got to do is just remove some stuff. So first of all, the tail back here, be careful. These are really sharp. And so you just pull, and that comes off. And then you can just put this one, it kind of slides right in here. And that's the battery compartment, folks. That's where you would put the batteries in for Godzilla. And then that just slides right on. And then the head, you just pull off. And then there we go. And then we would just take the arms and kind of move them like so. And then the feet would go like that. Yeah. Pretty close to what you need there, but there he is in flight mode. Very cool. So a nice little gimmick. The head doesn't move or anything, but this is just a nice little gimmick you can do to have him in his flight mode that you want to do, and then you can turn all the sounds back on. There's his jets. The eyes still do the thing. This is just too cool. Too cool. Too cool. And you can move these in and out however far you want to. They do click in one and out, so you can do that if you want to. But I'm not going to keep him in flight mode. He's gonna stay in regular Mechagodzilla mode. But yeah, this thing is awesome. I think let's just get back together for my final thoughts and talk through Mechagodzilla. Okay, back for my final thoughts on Mechagodzilla 1974 from Soul of Chogokin Bandai. First, before I bring him back in, once again, huge shout out to John, Destiny, and the crew at Utopia Toys and Models in Knoxville, Tennessee. So if you live in Knoxville, go visit them. I'll put an address down below. If you don't live in Knoxville, they got a website, utopiatoysandmodels.com. I will soon have a reviewer code for y'all, so you can save a little money, save some shekels on that. And so thank you so much for the great deal on this. I can't say enough nice things about them. But let's bring in Mechagodzilla, and this thing, most of the reviews I've done in 2025 is getting to be like toys of the year, because this guy is freaking amazing. I mean, he just screams 70s mecha. The whole weathering, everything about him just looks so good. I mean, my God. I mean, he's hefty. Like I said, about 2 pounds. So my pros, very hefty, very well built. You can tell what's plastic. You can tell what's die cast. It's got the gimmick of the all the sounds and things like that. You got the mouths that move. You get the flight mode if you want to. My only cons on this thing is, you see there's this red little dot right there. Does not light up. I mean, you got other things that light up, but that never lights up. It's just there for decoration. So that would be cool if that lit up, or even these things on the side of the head, if they did too as well. But and then the only other thing is it's got limited articulation, but I mean, that's to be expected of Mechagodzilla, because this is mainly going to be a display piece for most of y'all. You're not going to give this to your kids to play with or anything like that, because it is pricey. Soul of Chogokin stuff is very pricey. This one right here is $350 to $380 depending on where you get it. If you get it from Utopia Toys, I believe it's $360 plus tax. Every now and then look for a coupon code, and again, look out for mine. It'll be coming soon. But other than that, it is so cool. The other thing, another con is when he's in flight mode, the stand doesn't have anything to hold him in flight mode, so you're just going to have to figure out a way to make him look good. But other than that, this thing is amazing. Be very, very careful. The paint can wear on this guy, so you want to be very careful. Maybe you don't want to handle it too much. But yeah, again, let's get some of the sounds and stuff going. I mean, look at that. That is just so cool. Let's have the music. How cool would it be if you could have had like that mist or something? That would have been cool. That is just so fun. Oh gosh, I better hurry up and turn that off just in case a copyright strike comes against me. But on a scale of good, bad, awesome, this thing is freaking awesome. I've been giving out a lot of freaking awesomes lately, but this thing is freaking awesome. I am so glad I got this. I gotta go take some pictures of him, get some pictures for y'all. But this thing is amazing. So that's all I gotta say about that. So if you enjoyed this, maybe consider becoming a member or a subscriber, whatever you want to do. Is fine by me. But tune in next time when we talk about something else good, bad, or awesome. And in the meantime, y'all remember, stay young, have fun, and be awesome. Until next time. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now. Love you. I love you. You're so precious. You're so precious.